Got my recording going for YouTube. No snow. Supposed to get an ice storm. Those are the worst. My buddy Pat says she's getting an ice storm up in upstate New York, near Rochester. Hey, Sarah. Good to see you. So hopefully, lately I've had sort of a renewed appreciation for video and, how great of a communication tool it is. And I've got so much on my mind these days for, what the year has in store for us. And, gosh, there's a lot going on. There always is. So I just thought I would try every Monday to come in here and say, hey, Becca's in Phoenix. What are you doing in Phoenix? I'm heading out there soon, hopefully, for the Tucson Gem and Mineral Show. We're going to talk about that here in a second. But yeah, greetings. Glad it's nice out there. So you should say, hell, you should meet Becca. If you're in Phoenix, you got to meet my boy Kevin Bond. He is an essential crew member for BlackRock. Oh my God, Becca, he's like the coolest. He's one of the coolest burners I know. You've got to meet this guy. His name is Kevin Bond. Hey, welcome, Brian. I haven't even really gotten started here, but I'll get started here in a second. And if you guys don't mind, feel free to share this. Throw down some likes and hearts and shares and whatnot, and that'll help spread the word and build the channel thing. Finally got like a little bit of a lighting set up, and hey bud, how you doing, Brian? We got a little bit of a backdrop, and puts Scarlett says it looks like we're nowhere when we're in this, but either way, so I'm gonna get started. But before I do, Becca, make sure you get in touch with Kevin. I'm gonna make sure you do before it's all over. So this week, last week, a bunch of cool things happened. SpaceX launched their Falcon 9 with 10 Iridium satellites on it. They had been grounded for quite some time because of a failure that they had, but they got that out, sort of taken care of, and they managed to land on the barge, which is pretty amazing. And you can check out the footage online. Just check out the last SpaceX Falcon 9 launch and landing. It's still surreal to say landing of a rocket. But yeah, that was pretty amazing. So feel free and check out the video. Yeah, you'll love it. Okay, so also one thing I want to keep mentioning is that this year in North America there is a total solar eclipse. And oh, hey Perry, good to see you. Yeah, I hate to say I missed it. I was busy up here, and it was just invisible from where we are. But if you ever get a chance to go to Vandenberg and check out the SpaceX launch, it's pretty amazing. Last time we went up there, we got clouded out, but just the sound of it and hanging out with people watching the rocket launch was pretty amazing. So yeah, congratulations to all of SpaceX and Elon Musk and the whole crew. They're really changing everything. And they got me really excited about going to Mars. So, yeah, and let us know in the comments how you feel about SpaceX and what they're doing, and their interplanetary transport system that's going to take us to Mars. Would you go to Mars to live forever, or spend the money to get there? Take the chance. Okay, so I don't want to miss out talking about this eclipse. There's an amazing eclipse. Let me just make sure, because I've been getting the date wrong lately. Let me just make sure I've got this. But there's a total solar eclipse in North America on Monday, August 21st. And it pretty much is the perfect path across North America. So if you're pretty much anywhere in the United States. You're within a day or so drive of a total solar eclipse, which is one of the most amazing things that you can see. Now, we're super lucky to live on a planet with a moon in just the right configuration to where we're the only planet in the solar system where our moon appears to be the exact same size in the sky as our sun. And also, the moon is receding from us a few centimeters every year, and so what that means is it won't be long before every time the moon moves in front of the sun, there will be a ring of sun around it because the moon is getting apparently smaller as it moves away from us. Well, it's just amazing to realize that not only do we live on a planet that can block out the sun's light so perfectly that we get to see its outer atmosphere, but we also live in the only era where that's possible. I mean, if humanity survives, there will be a very, very, very small percentage of people who will ever have had the chance to view a total solar eclipse. And that's us. So this is the year. Believe me when I tell you that. Oh, yeah. So I got the sun on me right now. So the thing that's casting all the bright white light is called the photosphere. Take it easy, Brian. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for popping in. Pop in next Monday, hopefully. So the photosphere is the bright part of the sun. It's pretty hot, but it's not the hottest part. We can look beneath the photosphere by looking at H alpha light, which is this right here. This is a photograph in H alpha. It's like if we filter out everything but one sliver of red, we get to see this H alpha light, right? That's sort of seeing beyond the bright part. Well, when the moon moves in front of the sun during a total solar eclipse, it allows us to see the corona, which if you've ever seen these filaments that stretch out for miles, miles, miles beyond the sun, many suns' lengths beyond it, that's called the corona. And it's actually one of the coolest, interesting mysteries in astronomy right now, why the corona would be so much hotter than either the photosphere or the chromosphere. This is the chromosphere. If you make it into the path of totality on Monday, August 21st, then you'll see the moon perfectly block out the sun's light, block out the photosphere and the chromosphere in such a way that you'll be able to see the corona with your naked eye. So the Black Rock Observatory is going to the Oregon eclipse gathering. For anyone out there who are burners, we go to Burning Man. We basically set up for Burning Man the last 2 weeks of August. Well, the eclipse happens the Monday of Build Week, Burning Man. And so we're going to struggle to be in two places at once, basically. But our festival community is getting together in Oregon in the path of totality. We'll have 2 minutes and 50 seconds of totality. And it's only a few miles away from the maximum. So we're going to be in Oregon, which is supposed to have great weather, and it's supposed to have one of the best opportunities in the country to view the eclipse. So Monday, August 21st. No matter where you are, please come join us at the Oregon Eclipse Gathering. Join us afterwards at Burning Man. But get your ass into the path of totality. It'll change your life. It did mine. That's the thing that made me know space was it for me. When I was in, I think, 3rd or 4th grade, they let me out of school to photograph the solar eclipse. And I'm like, hey, this is my ticket out of school. So, yeah, believe me, get into Path of Totality. You will not forget it ever in your entire life. Come hang out with us at the Oregon Eclipse Gathering. The folks from Symbiosis and a whole bunch of our festival family are getting together in Oregon. We're pairing up with Gorilla Science, which is this amazing group. They're sort of got a global reach, and they do the same thing we do, which kind of is taking science, where it isn't. So, gathering the thoughts. Once again, guys, if you guys don't mind sharing or throwing down a like or some hearts or whatever, that really helps. I'm hopefully going to do this every Monday, and this will go up onto YouTube. And yeah, so right now it's approaching new moon, guys. So if you like deep sky objects like galaxies or nebula, it's starting to become the time to look. The moon is rising later and later, and midweek it starts rising around midnight. Let me see, bright stars, we got Vega and Regulus. Let me see, in Capella, of course. Let me take a look here. Yeah, this is an amazing time to look at Orion. I know it's cold, guys, but the Orion Nebula is the best thing that you can look at in deep space. And so if you have your telescopes, get your fill of the Orion Nebula here soon. Where is this event? Oh, here we go. Okay, now on Wednesday, yeah, 2 days from now, Wednesday night, the moon, it'll be almost last quarter, and it's going to be right next to Jupiter and Spica. Let me see if this will show. It's going to look something like this. It's going to be very beautiful. You can't miss it. And to me, planetary conjunctions are amazing, and it's joined by the brightest star in Virgo. So Virgo is also the home of my favorite galaxy, the Sombrero Galaxy. Be sure to check it out. And the moon, of course, at this time, whenever it's first quarter or last quarter, just looks amazing through a telescope. You've got long shadows being cast by all the topographic features of the moon, and you just can't go wrong. Now, other than that, I think we've got a few shadow transits on Jupiter this week. Be sure and check that out. Let me see. The brightest star in the sky right now. Let me just make sure. Now, I'm looking at Sky and Telescope's Sky Weekly right now, just to make sure I'm not missing anything. And if we are missing anything, be sure to mention it in the comments. Now, it is a little bit of an anniversary, albeit slightly melancholy. But 14 years ago, there was the Columbia disaster today. So just thought I'd say thank you to those folks who gave their lives, right, to get us into space. So that's 14 years ago today. Seems a little callous for me to say lessons learned, but yeah, space is dangerous, and the entire 50-year running budget of NASA is less than 1 year of the Iraq War, and both in financial loss and loss of life. So just some food for thought. Thank you to those astronauts who gave their lives. Just want to bring them up real quick. So also, we got the Tucson Gem and Mineral Show coming up. You guys know we're crazy about meteorites, right? Some of you may have had, now I got a couple pieces here. Check now. This is the first real nice slice I ever bought, where you can see the Wittgenstein patterns. Now this thing is 4.5 billion years old. It fell in Morocco, I believe, Gibeon. This is also the same stone from which my wedding ring was made by a cat named Chris Plouffe from New York. He's amazing. But this pattern is a source of continuous inspiration for me, because I see all the forces of the universe kind of converging in this beautiful thing. You know, the geometry it shows is just stunning. And so this is a little slice. It's very personal to me, and I try to hang on to it very closely. I made the mistake of losing an amazing slice of a meteorite that fell in Sweden called a Moanya Luska. Hey, Shannon. And basically, I've me and some of the crew, we lost a crate off a trailer on the way to Burning Man with about $1,000 in meteorites on it, and we're going to hopefully fundraise here soon to not only replace those, but we every year at Burning Man we give away meteorites to kids who come to the observatory, and considering we're about to go to the Tucson Gem and Mineral Show, we figured this is the perfect time to try and acquire those. And so for the next 2 weeks, you'll see us asking for money. Of course, you can always donate at donations. You can PayPal us at donationsbro@gmail.com. That's donationsbro@gmail.com if you'd like. So in 2 weeks, there will definitely be some of us cruising around the Tucson Gem and Mineral Show. If you're there, come and say hello. Yeah. Becca, let me know if you're still there. We'll definitely pop in because I think we're going to be there the first weekend in February. Now, part of the reason why I'm really excited about going is because I want to try and meet one of my heroes, Jeff Notkin. He's sort of a great science communicator, and one of the, if you were watching a whole lot of Discovery Channel or Science Channel a few years back, he's one of the meteorite men, and it was a real honor in 2014 when he became a supporter through Kickstarter of the observatory. That just meant the world to me to have, well, I had more than one of my heroes join the project over time, and I'm really lucky there. And actually, he's going to set up one of the coolest meteorite collections in the world. Take it easy, Becca. And I'm really excited about going to just see the collection, let alone hopefully get a chance to meet them. But when we give away meteorites to kids, we always acquire them from Airlight Meteorites, which is Jeff's company in Tucson. And for me, to see a kid's face when you give them a meteorite and you tell them it's from outer space and that it traveled 500 million miles to get here, and it was around at the beginning of the solar system. It's 4.5 billion years old. To see their face light up is really an amazing experience. And it's my fault that I haven't gotten that on video to show you guys. But rest assured, the meteorite part of the Black Rock Observatory has been so much more than I thought it would be. People really, really feel like they're connected to space when they touch these meteorites. And so I just wanted to bring that up. I did recently finish Jeff Notkin's book on hunting meteorites, which I thought I would at least give a quick review for. I thought it was really great. Let me see if I can. Yeah, here we go. Here's the. Let's get back to the cover. I'll show you the cover. It's a really great book. I was. Oh, come on now. I was absolutely thrilled with. Oh, it's not allowing me to just show you the cover, is it? One sec. Here it is. Okay, this is the cover of the book, Meteorite Hunting. Since I've spent many hours on the side of the road with a metal detector, looking for our lost slices. Basically, I thought I'd better get some expert opinion on how to properly recover these meteorites. And so I've been out in the field looking for new meteorites, looking for meteorites that we've had, and been kind of like researching a bunch of places in Southern California to look. And this year, I'm really excited to talk about how well, just to let you guys know that the Desert Wizards of Mars, sort of the group that I'm a part of, we're going to spend a lot of time thinking about how to recover meteorites and ferrous, iron junk material off the ground in general, so that we can not only find meteorites, but hopefully clear the playa of Moop and whatnot and help out with the restoration process. So, I've been giving a lot of thought to meteorites lately, watching a million episodes, well, rewatching, I should say, for like the third or fourth or fifth time, some of them. These Meteorite Men episodes, most of them are on YouTube. They're really good. But anyway, this book, great book. Check it out if you're interested in meteorites. So I just finished this out. It's Jeffrey Knockin. He's got a way with words. It's a nice and simple, good introduction. And then, so because now I'm freaking out about meteorites, I went another way here. Oh, Richard Norton and Chetwood. Richard Norton wrote Rocks from Space, another classic meteorite book. This is freaking amazing. This has got, this is like, feels like a text. I haven't finished it yet, just diving in, but it's pretty fucking amazing. Field Guide to Meteorites and Meteors and Meteorites. We're probably backwards too, huh? That sucks. Either way. Norton and Chitwood, Field Guide to Meteors and Meteorites. It's amazing. It gives you, more than you can handle, pretty much. More than I can handle, anyway. I'm getting there. So, back to the matter at hand. Got past meteorites. We're going to the Tucson Gem and Mineral Show. We lost those pieces. We're looking for them. So, guys, also, I'm going to be uploading all these Facebook Lives to YouTube here soon, and hopefully, the best part of my life is the people that I meet. I meet lots of smart, really amazing folks. Some of you are watching, I'm sure. And so this year, instead of keeping it all to myself, I'm going to share these freaking geniuses with you guys. So please go subscribe to my YouTube channel. Check me out here, Facebook Live, Mondays, hopefully. Maybe even more often. Subscribe here, if you don't mind. Share this. Give me some likes. I'm also going to be doing a Patreon channel here soon in hopes to get a little bit of funding to, get to these amazing people. So interview them and, hopefully share what they have to say about space and Burning Man and all that stuff with you guys. Okay, I think you lost me there for a sec. But either way, here we go. Also, check out the website, blackrockobservatory.com. We're slowly but surely starting to get that updated. And there will be a lot of information there very soon about our year. We've got quite a year coming up. And, before I get to the year, there's one thing I wanted to talk to you about that I feel like you can't miss, and that's PBS Space Time. PBS put out a show, I guess it's got to be a couple years now, called PBS Space Time. It's all about physics, and it's some of the best TV I've ever seen. It's very thick, it's very dense with information, and they don't wait up for you. They just kind of expect you to know, and if you don't know, then, they expect you to pause and do the research and catch up. So it happens to be now hosted by one of the people that we're lucky enough to call crew members. His name is Matt O'Dowd. He's a very bright, very talented, very charismatic, and a little hunky. Matt O'Dowd is his name. I don't know if he's still there. He's working at the American Museum of Natural History for a while. He's quite amazing. He held the very first Black Rock Observatory public event, and so we're very thankful for that. But be sure to check him out on PBS Space Time. There are plenty of videos. They have a YouTube and a Patreon. Go check them out on YouTube. Subscribe. They talk about not just physics, but a lot of the really amazing, I should say some of the some of the higher concepts and some of the more mind-blowing ideas behind physics and contemporary ideas. And so if you're thinking about the star that they may have built the Dyson sphere around, or you're thinking about black holes and what happens when you cross the event horizon, then be sure and check out PBS Spacetime. Or how about black holes made out of just light? And did you know that there are primordial black holes that could be passing through our bodies right now and we wouldn't even know it? Okay, so be sure and check out PBS Spacetime. It's just amazing. Now, on to the year. Black Rock Observatory is going to be really busy. This is shaping up to be probably one of the best years and maybe the busiest. We're definitely looking forward to the Tucson Gem and Mineral Show, second week of February. We're going to Bequinox, March 16th through 19th in Joshua Tree. That's the LA Regional Burn. We'll probably be doing Lightning in a Bottle again this year. We've been talking to the organizers. We're working on a third dome, and so hopefully we'll have a third 14-foot flat pack wooden rotating observatory dome to house our telescope, one that is a little easier to build and a little lighter than 2,500 pounds. And so hopefully we'll bring that to Bequinox. We want to thank LA community for giving so generously to the project at the White Blissmas event, allowing us to come back there and not risk our financial asses to get there. That's really great. And after the lightning, Lightning in a Bottle, we had so much fun last year. It was just amazing. One of my favorite festivals. We're going back, and we hope we can bring the new dome there as well. And oh my God, the Oregon Eclipse Gathering. I know we talked about that before, but I was born for the Oregon Eclipse Gathering. All I can tell you is when I found my community with Burning Man, the festival community, I felt like I found my home. And somehow my home is getting moved into the path of a total solar eclipse. And I just feel lucky to be alive and lucky to know what my place is. And it is definitely there. So yeah, if you're going to the Oregon Eclipse Gathering, please stop by Black Rock Observatory. Hopefully we'll show you the sun in white light, H alpha light, which looks like this live, and then hopefully and calcium K, which is just a little lower than this. It looks a lot like this, except it's bluish. So hopefully we'll show you some of that stuff live instead of showing you just images after. So be sure and check out the total solar eclipse. And then there's Burning Man, of course. And Burning Man, oh my gosh, is shaping out to be pretty yeah, pretty great. Not just for us, but all the art. I love the theme, Radical Ritual. Plus, someone is building an open-air planetarium, which is just stunning. I think his name is Iton. I feel terrible because I don't know how to pronounce his name. But he's applying for honorarium, and it's just amazing. And also, one of the things I'm really happy about is if you guys heard all this nonsense about the about the Higgs boson, basically some folks at CERN using the Large Hadron Collider discovered a new particle. But these people, some of them, are burners. And so believe it or not, some folks that work at CERN are thinking about putting together a burnable project called Space on Fire for Burning Man this year. It's it looks just amazing. Hopefully I'll be able to share those images with you soon. But yeah, it's quite something. And so Burning Man's shaping up to be just crazy good. Yeah, and so that's pretty much, I think that's pretty much all I've got, guys. Hopefully you'll check me out next Monday. Please, there's a couple things. Share this. Also, throw down some likes and loves. There's a little bit of latency we found out for science. We did it a couple times, usually about 20-30 seconds. So if you don't mind, On the count of 3, throw down as many hearts and as many likes as you can, and we'll see what our latency is like. It's all for science. I promise I'm not tricking you into liking this. 3, 2, 1, go. No, I don't know. I don't see any. Definitely some latency. See? It's like 4 seconds delay or something. Oh, there they are. Okay, so that was like 15 seconds. Okay, so about 15 seconds latency. So the only way for me to know for sure that you're paying attention is for you to just keep going, right? And then, yeah. No, thanks, guys. Gary? Oh, my God, if you're still here, Gary, I would love to have a Google Hangout with you, talk about what you do and where you do. Serge, you as well. I want to talk to you, Serge. Maybe collaboration. Oh my gosh. No, this is what Serge. My buddy Serge down here. And yeah, Serge and Yelena, some of my favorite artists going right now, just sent me one of the coolest packages I ever got. Hang on. It's show and tell time. It's show and tell time. Oh, look at this. This is a deltoidal hexacantahedron. I think it's time for me to go to lunch here soon, so I better hurry. But this is a deltoidal hexacantahedron. It's made out of 60 of these kite shapes. And I tell you what, one of the greatest honors of my entire life is that Hibakozo, Surgeon, yeah, two of the artists that I think are doing it exactly right, bringing art and science and engineering and technology together perfectly in a beautiful way. They had never done a deltoidal hexacantahedron before, and I asked them if it was possible, and they did it. And then they told me that it was the first custom one they ever made. And here it is. It's one of my most prized possessions. So go to Hibakozo. Go to kozo.co. Throw down. You can get some amazing designs they threw down. They are some of the best installation artists going today. Amazing people. They make me all teary-eyed and silly. But yeah, got to build this. And you should see it with light coming out of it. Maybe I'll do a whole thing. That would be great. So Serge, hopefully, maybe I could sing your praises, send some people your way. But yeah, guys, throw down some likes for this thing. Come on. Look at this. This is madness. This is my interdimensional astronaut suit right here. Right? I'm ready for anything. Geometry black hole. Yeah. All right, guys. So I'm going to wrap it up so I can go get some food. But yeah, share, say hello. Let me know what you think. Right? Sarah, go to Hibakozo, Hybycozo, or kozo.co, kozo.co. And you can get yourself one of these amazing here. This is a Catalan solid, I believe. Not an Archimedean or a Platonic. I can't remember. Yeah, right. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for your hearts. I'm really getting out of here this time, but I'm going to keep talking until I see the flood of likes and hearts again. Thanks for coming in. I love you guys. Yeah, hopefully I'll keep doing this every Monday. Try to do it more often. And we'll be seeing you later this year for sure at some point. Go to Hibakozo or kozo.co. to check out Surgeon Lane's amazing work. Oh my God, termination. Anyway, all right, guys. Take care. Yeah, and until next Monday, I'll be living in this thing. So, yeah, you guys have a great day, great Monday, great week. Enjoy your Martin Luther King Day. And this is Major Tom signing off.